All right, guys, so it's your main man, H Cortez here, the one and only financial health mentor to the working class. In today's video, we're talking about why participate in the process and not position yourself to reap all of the benefits, right? So we're sitting here thinking, okay, Donald Trump won the election. Our new president-elect, Donald Trump. Sorry, guys, let me mute that out real quick. Donald Trump, the new president-elect. And some of you guys are up in arms about that. Well, guess what? Under President Obama, my life didn't change much at all. You know why? Because we have top-down government. So by the time whatever they decide at the top trickles down to me, it takes about 8, 10, 12 years. So what you have to realize is that there's some things that you could be doing in your personal life to position yourself to reap the benefits. I literally just watched the stream on Facebook yesterday, and everybody was so adamant about voting. Go vote, go vote. Your ancestors died for your right to vote and all of that. My ancestors died for my right to pursue happiness. My ancestors died for my right to have an equal footing to build wealth for me and my family. My ancestors died so that I have the ability to change my financial situation through reaping the benefits that is afforded to me because of the process. So if you're only participating in the process and you're not positioning yourself to reap the benefits of the participation in the process, don't talk to me about why I need to vote. Right? Because I'm going to tell you something. Asian people have the lowest voter turnout of all socioeconomic demographics, I think, in the country. You know why they have the lowest turnout? You know why they don't need to vote? Because they build businesses. Right? And we are in America, which is a capitalistic republic. What that means is you have the ability to build enterprise and build a legacy. And because the country is founded on capitalism, it doesn't matter if a Democrat is running the country or a Republican. They're all running the country in favor of business owners. Hopefully you guys get that. So don't just participate in the process and not align yourself to reap the benefits of that process that process affords. See, capitalism is all about enterprise. It's all about business. This country is founded on that. It was built by business people for business people. Everything about it is about business. So when you finish voting, and they told you all night last night, popular vote don't even count for anything, don't even mean anything. It's about the Electoral College. Where do they come from? They come from people who own enterprises, people who owns business. America is a corporation. See, I say it a little bit differently, Robert. See, America is a fantasy. The United States is a corporation. See, America doesn't even exist. America is a fantasy. The United States is a corporation. See, America is what they get you to fall in love with. It's kind of like romance, right? Romance doesn't exist, but they get you to fall in love with the idea of romance, and then you equate that with love. Why? So you can spend money on trying to get love. Guys, man, y'all ain't about it, man. Y'all ain't about it. So you have to just realize that, guys. It's cool to participate in the process, but get some of those benefits that the process affords you. Get some of those benefits that the process affords you. What are the benefits? The benefits is this. There's two sets of tax laws in this country. There is the private tax laws, and then there is the commercial tax laws. Who do you think the tax laws were written for and by? those people who participated in commercialism, otherwise business enterprises. You are in a country that you vote every 4 years to determine who's going to run this corporation of ours. But at the same time, you refuse to start your own corporation. What is that? Right? What is that? Why participate in the process and not position yourself to reap the benefits? Right? Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, when you get through, those people are going to take this country in the direction that is going to benefit most the businesses that are within this country, including the states, including the local municipalities and government. So you, my friend, need to get in your position to reap the benefits of what this country is, right? And it's a capitalistic republic, not even a democracy. They told you last night that the popular vote means nothing. Means nothing. So when those numbers kept going up, how many people vote? That didn't mean nothing, man. So I get that people believe that our ancestors died for our right to vote. That's not why they were dying. They were dying for our right to be seen as equal. And because other communities and cultures had the right to vote, then it made us equal if we had the right to vote. But if they understood that the popular vote doesn't mean anything, I doubt any of them would have died for that. Right? So they died for the right to vote, or fighting for the right to vote, or trying to get equality with voters' rights, but they didn't understand that the popular vote doesn't decide a president. If they did, I guarantee you they would not have chosen to die for that. Right? So understand something, man. You are in one of the richest companies in the world. This company creates more millionaires and billionaires than any other place on the planet. You don't see people breaking their neck to leave here. You see people dying to get here. Why? Because there is an opportunity to become something great because of the benefits that the process affords us. Problem is, we are in the position where we love participating in the process, but we don't want to do anything that's going to position us to take full advantage of all of the benefits. We don't want to do what it takes to position ourselves to take full advantage of all of the benefits, right? So that's what this thing is about today. If you understand that, yes, there's a process, there's an electoral process, and you can choose to vote or not. I voted. I'm not saying don't vote. I'm just saying understand what you're doing when you do vote, right? You're not doing anything. Now, when it comes to choosing the president, now what you're voting for, what you should be paying more attention to is the local legislation that's going to actually affect you. So all of those little bitty things that you didn't pay attention to, those amendments and those little what do they call them? So so amendments. So you're voting yes, you're voting no on those amendments that will say vote yes if you want us to raise your taxes in your local community. That's what you're voting for. You're not voting to choose the president, right? I'm a business owner. I have a company. None of the employees, I don't have any employees, but if I had employees in that company, none of the employees in that company would be able to dictate or choose who I made CEO of my company. Do you guys get that? Who would choose that? The board of directors. Who chooses the president of the American corporation? The electoral college. It's similar in like type and shadow of a board of directors. right? So my company, if I had 300,000 employees in my company, neither one of those clowns would have a say in who became president of my company, CEO of my company, right? But the board of directors, which were selected and chosen likely by me and other board members, they would all come together and say, here's the best candidate for the CEO position to run the company, right? So there's the process. Whether you voted or participated in the process or not, you're here. That means you have equal footing to fully take advantage of the benefits. Now, don't get me wrong. White supremacy, racism does exist in this country. But so what people will say is, I'm not going to take I'm not going to take advantage of because I'm just going to get hated on and dumped on later down the line. Well, what I'm saying is position yourself to take full advantage of the benefits that you can. Am I going to say it's going to be easy? Nope. Are you going to get red taped and red lined? Are you going to get the same equality when it comes to business loans as other coaches and communities? Probably not. But to sit back and do nothing at all, you're not taking advantage of any of the benefits. See, some people like to say, well, they're only going to let you get so far. Well, hell, I'm going so far. They say it as if that's a reason to not do anything at all. Well, they're only going to let you get so far. All right, well, I'm going to get that far, and then I'm going to figure out the rest from there. But I'm not going to do nothing and stay where I am and say, because I can only get so far, I'm not going to try to get anywhere at all. No, if I can only get so far, then hell, I'm going there. I'm positioning myself to take full advantage of the benefits that the process affords. Don't get it twisted. There is a process, and our voting as the populace doesn't really matter in that process of electing the president. That doesn't, we don't elect the president in this country, right? But because there is a process of election, we do have benefits because of the process. So are you positioning yourself to take full advantage of those benefits? Or are you just happy, or are you just disappointed that the person you voted for didn't win? So now you sit on your butt for 4 years and wait again to participate in the process. I guarantee you what's happening today is there's a group of Hispanics or Mexican or people of Spanish descent, and they're locked themselves in a room somewhere. And they're saying, how can we make sure that we're in a position to benefit from the process that elected Donald Trump president? What is he going to do, and how are we going to get some benefits from that? I guarantee you somewhere there's some Asian leadership locked in a room right now, and they're saying to themselves and to one another, the process elected Donald Trump president. How are we going to best position our people to benefit, take advantage of the benefits of Donald Trump being president? I guarantee you there are some East Indians somewhere locked in a room saying the process elected Donald Trump as president. How do we best position our people to take full advantage of the benefits that will be afforded by that process? Let me ask you something. Where are your leaders? Are they locked in a room saying the process elected Donald Trump president, and because he's president, we want to best position our people to take full advantage of the benefits that will be afforded by that process? Or is your people, your leadership somewhere saying, damn, Hillary, you messed it up. You couldn't beat Donald Trump? And is your leadership going to do that for the next 4 years? And then they're going to start the process over of rallying you up to get you to participate in the process. But if you don't take advantage of the benefits that the process affords, you will never really be in a position to make an impact on the process. Because how do you impact the process? It takes money. How do you impact the process? It takes money. The Asian community, with all of their businesses, all their business owners, all their millionaires, the support of their home country, can come to the table with money. And what they usually do is they fund both sides. They give Donald Trump money. They gave Hillary Clinton money. So whoever wins is going to look out for their best interests. The Hispanic community did the same thing. They put all of those businesses, those little Mexican restaurants and bodegas and Mexican grocery stores and fruit stands and all that. They put their money together and they gave Donald Trump money and they gave Hillary Clinton money. So it doesn't matter who wins, whoever wins is going to look out for my best interests. It takes money to affect the process. Since we don't have the money collectively, because there's no leadership getting us to this thought process, because we don't have the money collectively to affect the process, then I'm saying don't just participate in the process, allow yourself to get in position to take full advantage of the benefits that the process affords. I can tell you right now, because I've been watching Facebook and I'm on to taking care of business, but I can't help but see the things that people are saying and all that kind of stuff. And instead of putting themselves in position to take advantage of the benefits of the process, you know what most people are doing right now today? All they're doing is complaining. All they're doing is complaining about their candidate not winning. And even if their candidate did win, that candidate ain't gonna fix your life. That's your responsibility. You gotta fix your own life. Focus on your economy. For the last 20 months, I've been focusing solely on my economy. I didn't even watch the election. When I finished up my business, I had a webinar last night. I had a couple private calls, doing some stuff for my team. And when I finally wrapped this stuff up, I went and laid down. And my wife was looking at some of the coverage, and I may have saw about 6 or 7 minutes of it. Ask me why I don't give a damn about who's president of this country. Because this country is a capitalistic republic. So what that means to me is that they will always, always, always look after the business owners. So I got into business. Everything, every statute, every law, every ordinance, everything is designed with one thing in mind: to make sure that the business owners have a fair shot to stay in business and maintain and grow their businesses. They don't give a damn about employees. They don't give a damn about the non-working. All this thing is about is those who have business enterprise. Now, you can complain about that. You can write letters to the president, your congressman, your senator, all of that. You can do all of that, which to me seems like a lot of work, or you can simply open a business. Right? So I put one of my last posts up was a quote from Robert Kiyosaki. He said, wealthy people or rich people are not smarter than us. They just play by a different set of rules. What set of rules are you playing by? Most of us, 95% of Americans, make 100% of their income through a job. Because you've made that choice, then you're playing by the set of rules that are detrimental to building wealth. 5% of the population in this country are playing by the rules of business owners, entrepreneurs. And because of that, 5% of the people in this country controls 95% of the wealth of this country. If you're not going to participate, or if you're not going to position yourself to take full advantage of the benefits that the process allows, you might as well not even participate in the process either. That's all I'm saying, people. So I help people minimize their taxes, eliminate their debt, free up the cash that they need to start investing so they can build generational wealth. If that sounds like something you're interested in, go to myfamilyempire.com, put in your name and your best email address. You'll get some information on how we do it, what we do, and why we think that's the best option for you to put the best way for you to go right now. Focus on your economy. Don't worry about the world economy. Don't worry about the U.S. economy. Focus on your economy, right? Because by the time the policies and everything, the effects of that stuff that they're making decisions on today, by the time that stuff finally trickles its way down to where it affects your everyday life, it could be 20 years from now. And 20 years from now, we've been forgot all about Obama. We've been forgot all about Trump had his little run. We'll have a whole new set of circumstances and problems to deal with. So focus on your economy. Don't worry about everything else. Get your money right. Get yourself a business so you can take advantage of the tax code to build wealth. The tax code is the #1 wealth building tool in all of this world. But the reason people don't use it to build wealth is the same reason that I can put the hammer in the hands of a master carpenter and he will create a masterpiece. I can put the hammer in the hands of somebody who's extremely clumsy and they'll bash your thumb every time. They just don't know how to use the tool. Most working class people don't know how to use the tool of the tax code because they are afraid of it, 1, and 2, they refuse to learn anything new. Working class people believe that the only place you can derive an income from is a job. And it's funny that you believe that way because when you get paid on Friday, you take that income and you spend it with 30 different businesses. And never once do you think to yourself that, hell, I need to be on that side where instead of getting 1 check on Friday, I'm a business owner, I get a piece of 300 checks every Friday. Y'all get that? As an employee, I get 1 check on Friday. As a business owner, I get a small piece of hundreds of checks every Friday. Got to get in the game, man. I learned a long time ago, stop complaining and hating the game and spend more time learning how to play. And that's why I've been teaching this so vehemently for the last 20 months. If you want to roll with me, lock arms with me, go to myfamilyempire.com. And I can help you with some simple strategies that can put $200 to $400 back into your household in the next pay cycle. And then I'll show you how to use that money to systematically eliminate your debt, create an emergency fund. And once that's in place, we'll start investing real aggressively, getting double-digit rates of return on that money. So in 10, 15 years, you have $500 million in your retirement portfolio. More importantly, you'll be so financially sound. Your babies will be so financially sound when the time comes that you depart this earth and you pass those resources on to them because you pass them the knowledge first. They're going to take those resources and build upon those things, man. And your family will never have to deal with money ever again. Then you're putting the next generation in a position to impact the process because money impacts mentor to the working class. Again, do not participate in the process and not put yourself in position to take full advantage of the benefits that the process allows. I love you guys. Until I talk to you on the next video, I want you to get your money up because you absolutely can do it. Peace out, people.